Hi guys, it's just FPL here, back with another video. In this video, I'll be talking about my Game Week 11 results and my Game Week 12 team section, and also my Game Week 12 transfers. We'll be comparing two players and seeing, which one has the better stats. And it was a very weird game week, a lot of unpredictable results this week, a lot of unpredictable scorers, a lot of goals this week, and very unexpected results this week. So there's a lot to talk about in this video. Let's jump into the video. So now let's jump into my Game Week 11 points, my Game Week 11 results. I scored a total of 35 points this week, which puts me in the rank of 79,303. It was a very unusual game week. I did drop down in a lot of rank. I did make some very strange captain's decisions, and so let's just start off in goal first. Robert Sanchez got the -1 point. Last eight on the 89th minute, he did get that red card. It was very unlucky. At the same time, he didn't keep the clean sheet, so very unlucky. Not really unlucky, but he did came off his line. I didn't know what he was doing, but I think there was a meaning to save that ball, save it from Carlo Wilson to score. And let's move on to my defense. Firstly, Ben Chilwell. Now you can see the captain armband is on him. I did post on my Twitter and Instagram that I was captaining Chilwell. I was very close of getting those clean sheets, and then unfortunately Burnley did score, Vidra did score, and that took 8 points off me, which really hurt my rank. My rank did drop a lot, so I was really unlucky there. Let's move on to my second player, which is Anton Rudiger. Now, Rudiger, again, the same thing, got the clean sheet stolen off him in the last few minutes. He only scored 2 points. It was again, a very strange game week. Chelsea, one of the best defense in the league, dropping points, letting Burnley score. A very solid Chelsea defense. We wasn't expecting that. And third player is Livramento. Livramento did score 6 points this week. He was a very good performance from him. Early kickoff, clean sheet for Southampton. Great performance for him. He is yellow flagged, so I will have to keep that in mind for game week 12. And let's move on to my midfielders. Firstly, Mohamed Salah. Yes, a lot of people captained him, and that caused my rank to hurt. If Ben Chilwell got that clean sheet, who knows? He could have outscored Mohamed Salah, and some more. He did get those chances to score. It was no one really passed to him during those chances. He was really wide open, but unfortunately he couldn't score. So Salah did score 5 points. It was a really weird game week. As I said, Liverpool did lose. I was really lucky for Salah to score 5 points because a big number would hurt my rank. And secondly, Phil Foden, he's got 3 points, a clean sheet against United. Did had a chance to score, hit the post, but didn't score. It was really unlucky for Phil Foden. Thirdly, Raphina, he did score that goal. What a performance from him! Like, what a great value player he is, Raphina. Because for that value, 6.5 mil, you can't get as much quality as you could last season, and he did perform this season. He is performing so well. There is not and like much players around that price to score as high numbers as Rafinha. Great performance from him. And lastly, Mbumo, 2 points. Disappointing that Norwich won that game. Very disappointing that Brentford did lose, and he did score a goal, but it was disallowed. It was a very unlucky game week for me. A lot of last minute chaos, so unfortunate there. Let's move to my forwards. Firstly, Cristiano Ronaldo did score 1 point. Now United has been really poor. I saw this coming and I had to accept it because United is at one of their poorest form this season. Not this season, but might be in their club history because they are playing very rubbish football. They are not playing. They have no tactics, and Ronaldo, he's probably carrying this team, keeping this team together. Next week they're playing Watford. We could see, um, a bounce back for United. And secondly, Raul Jimenez, he did blank. Wolves did play really poor against Crystal Palace. They did lose, so Jimenez didn't get on the score sheet, so unlucky there. And lastly, Mikel Antonio. Now Liverpool did lose that game and West Ham did win. When they scored 3 goals, we could see possible 6 different players getting an attacking return. But unfortunately, Antonio wasn't on that six. Those 6 chances to get attacking return. 3 goals from them, 3 assists, and he didn't get none of them. So unfortunate for Antonio. But let's move on to my bench. Ben Foster did save a penalty against Arsenal. Great performance. He did what a save that was, and Josh Brown hit 1 point, Omar Bamadeli 1 point, and Ruben Diaz 6 points. Ruben Diaz on my bench, one of the highest scoring players on my bench, so really unlucky he wasn't playing. Let's move on to my game week 12 transfers. Now let's move on to my game week 12 transfers. I am making probably 2 transfers because I have 2 transfers and I could bank one or I could make one. So let's move on to the transfers. Firstly, I'm thinking of bringing out Raphina. He's the fixture run, rough leads have been really poor, and I could say that Raphina are giving them those goals to get their points, and they are playing a very strong Tottenham side with Antonio Conte coming in. He's a really great manager, so I don't think I can see Raphina scoring in that game or even possibly getting an attacking return or a clean sheet. So I will be taking him out and bring in Wilfred Zaha or Diogo Jota. These are the 2 players that I am considering to replace Rafinha. These are the 2 players that have been could say did good do well, and Jota. Rafinha is out for probably 1 month, and he could come in and cover for a Liverpool forward that is only priced at 7.5 million. Is a really good value. So what a bargain that is. So um Rafinha, I really want to take him out, and let's move on to the player comparison between Zaha and Jota. Now let's look at the 2 players that I will be planning to bring in. Zaha against Jota, their play comparison, their play stats. And let's start off with Zaha here. So he's playing Burnley away. Yes, Burnley have been doing great. A draw against Chelsea and a win against Brentford the other week, and they are doing really well. But I could see Crystal Palace winning this as Crystal Palace are in form, beating City, Manchester City, beating Wolves. They could come into this game with very good momentum. Yes, there's an international break, but they don't really have much players going out on international duty. So we could see them, Patrick Vieira staying there to, coach the team, focusing on this week, planning tactics, and we could see Zaha there, training and getting ready for this game. They are playing Burnley, and Burnley haven't been the best. Yes, they have been quite good recently, but Crystal Palace are strong. So let's look at the stats here. He's got 4 goals this season with Zaha, and he did get 1 assist. So his XG is really high. His expected goal 3.03, and having taken 17 shots and 6 on target. This is a very strong. Wilfred Zaha have been really good this season. He did 5 shots were off target and 6 were blocked. So that could be something. He has 10 of he was offside 10 times, so we could see him probably scoring and getting being offside. And he's one of the most fouled players, 10 and 1 assist. His expected assist is also quite high, so this is why I'm trying to bring him in. But at the same time, Crystal Palace attack isn't the best. They haven't been scoring high goals, but with the form they are in right now, we could see Wilfred Zaha starting, scoring. And there was a question one time that he's not 100% starter, but I think that was just because that game where he was kind of a bit injured, so he couldn't start that week. And now it's more to Jota's stats. Thiago Jala, these are his stats, and quite also similar to Zaha stats. 4 goals and 1 assist. Yes, Liverpool are a very good side. They are a very strong side, especially on the attack, with Salah and Mane to provide the crosses into Jota. Because Firmino, he is out for 1 month. He could come back. He has to, after he come back, he still has to prepare. And if you guys don't know, I am planning for a game week 15 wild card, so he could provide that cover, Jota, until game week 15. They have okay, decent fixtures, and Jota until game week 15 looks a really strong possibility there because they have great fixtures until then, and Firmino is out. Probably guarantees the spot for Jota up front. Yes, there are some options for Liverpool, Divock or Origi, but I don't think Klopp will be starting them. I know Origi has been playing quite well, and he could start him, but I could see Jota starting these next few games, and especially they are not like the top tier sides. Arsenal, yes, they have been quite good, but at the start of the season, you have to keep in note that they lost to Chelsea, they lost to City, and probably Liverpool now, because Jota can get on that score sheet and score. And this wasn't one I was planning to to buy, but to see that Firmino going off, it just came to my mind. 7.5 million Liverpool option forward, probably nailed on since Firmino is out, and has very great stats. Let's look at his stats. Goals, he's got 4 goals this season, 4.1 expected goals, 4.12 to be precise. This is compared to Wilfred Zaha. It is better stats. It is better XG. His shots, has taken more shots, but some was off target and some did hit the target. He was offside 0 times. So keep in note, he could be a really good forward because he knows how to, play that forward role. He has been offside 0 times. This could be like he might know if he scores, he's probably not offside. He knows how to position himself in the forward position, and he's been fouled 12 times, and 1 assist, same as Zaha, but expected assist 2.36. It is very good stats. Compared to Zaha, way better. Way better. And fixtures, I could say Zaha has better fixtures, but stats wise, Jota has better stats, and I could see me leaning towards Jota, but it's not confirmed yet, and I will be streaming this game week. Yes, I haven't been streaming much, but I will be streaming this week. This week at deadline, probably a bit earlier because it is international break. 1 week off, we could do some research and make our decision proper, Zaha or Jota. So let's move on to my game week 12 team selection. Now let's start off with my game week 12 team selection. Firstly, Ben Foster in goal. Yes, I'm bringing him in. The GOAT cycling GK, and bring him in for Sanchez because Sanchez is red carded and his red flag means he's not gonna play until the 27th of November. He's suspended, so no chance of him playing. And gonna start Ben Foster here against United. As I said, United have been poor. I'm not looking at the clean sheet for this one, but could get those save points from United. Yes, it could go really bad or really well, pick up those saves, or he could just lose a few goals. Let's see. But Ben Foster will start in for me because that's the only option I have. Let's move to my defense. Firstly, Ben Chilwell. Leicester away isn't the worst, but he is a consistent fullback. He is guaranteed in that Chelsea side because Marcus Alonso is out, and I could see him, getting a clean sheet because Leicester haven't been the greatest this season, haven't been their best season yet. So we could see a potential clean sheet, a potential attacking return for Ben Chilwell. Secondly, Ruben Dias. He plays Everton at home. Everton are a very wobbly side now because injuries here and there, and with Calvert-Lewin out, we could see a potential clean sheet for City. Yes, Diaz, no attacking trend, but we could see a clean sheet like how they did against United. City are a top tier side. They are the defending champions, so keep that in note that Manchester City, no matter who they face, there is a possibility that they are getting a clean sheet. Lastly, Livramento, he has been ruled out of the England's U21 squad this morning by the time I'm recording this, and this could be huge news for me, but I have Anton Rudiger on the bench, Omar Bamadeli on the bench. Those two can come on, but I am keeping him on is because Norwich are very good fixture to target probably every week, and Southampton great defensively. And Livramento is going to start for me. I have Anton Rudiger there, possibly to provide cover for him. But if he doesn't start, never mind. Rudiger will come on, and Livramento is a fullback. He could get attacking returns, so that's something to keep in mind. Let's move on to my midfield. Firstly, Mohamed Salah. He plays Arsenal at home. This week I am making no mistake, and Mohamed Salah is my captain. No mistake. I do not want to lose rank again because I have from the top 20k to the top 80k, so not gonna risk it and captaining Salah playing it safe. Secondly, Phil Foden. Phil Foden plays Everton at home. As I said, he's probably, I think, the most nailed at City forward, and he's been playing really well. Yes, no returns against United. He did hit the post, but I think Pep will start him. He could play a false nine position. He could play at the left wing or right wing position. He's very, you know, he can play in a lot of positions, and Pep, that's what Pep likes, because this is what we need, because if he can't guarantee the left wing, he can at least play in up front or the right wing. So very consistent player, and I like Foden. Very good, provides very good attacking threat. And thirdly, Wilfred Zaha, he plays Burnley away. Burnley, yes, have been poor recently. Have been kind poor recently, so could see Crystal Palace on form winning this game. Yes, I did do that comparison between Zaha and Jota, but I just think that Zaha fixture wise is better. I am a very fixture wise player, but I could go for a last minute swap to Jota. And lastly, and Bumo plays Newcastle away. Yes, Brentford have been disappointing after player people start to jump on them, but we still have to believe. Maybe this is a week where I wait and is a player I wait and see to sell. I won't be selling him. Newcastle have been really poor this season, so we could see a goal from him. He did score, but it was offside, unfortunately, so we could see him scoring this week. And let's move on to our forwards. Firstly, Cristiano Ronaldo, vice captain. I'm not gonna risk it captaining him because Watford away, yes, Watford have been poor, but it's United. If Ole Solskjaer doesn't get sacked, I could probably I will not jump on him as a captain. But if he gets sacked and probably someone like a Zinedine Zidane or Brendan Rodgers come in, I could see Ronaldo being my captain, because United need to change a tactic, a change of play style. And Ronaldo, he's not happy at the club, and I don't think that he's gonna, play really well this game. So not gonna captain him. Secondly, Raul Jimenez, he plays West Ham. Yes, West Ham have been strong, but it's at home. This give me a little bit of confidence, but it's an attacker, and West Ham's defense haven't been good recently, so could see a goal there from Wolves. And lastly, Mikel Antonio. Mikel Antonio plays Wolves away. Yes, it's a really strong West Ham side. Beat Liverpool. That is momentum, especially they have the international break to rest and prepare for this Wolves game. I could see West Ham winning this game and scoring a lot of goals. Let's move on to my bench. Robert Sanchez is not gonna play. Josh Brownhill's just there to replay cover. Omar Bamadelli, he could come in, but Rudiger is in my first slot on my bench. So Rudiger, Leicester away could be a really good fixture. So guys, that wraps up for another video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure to like and subscribe and tune in to my live stream probably next week. And it's been me, Jess FPL. See you guys in the next one.